Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain two new properties of the chapter Triangle and its properties of class 7. Okay, let's start. Hello everyone. Now there properties of a triangle. Okay, properties of a triangle. Already in last video I have given some concept regarding this chapter, but today I will show you what are the properties of a triangle. So that property is there. I am writing there the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than of its third side. What is the concept of that property? The sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than of its third side. So what is the concept? Just we are considering a triangle. A triangle ABC is a triangle and length is there, say it is given 3 centimeter. This one is given 4 centimeter and this one is given say 6 centimeter. 4, 3, 4, 6. Now if we check 3 plus 4 is what? It is also centimeter given. This also centimeter. 3 plus 4 centimeter, that is getting 7 centimeter. So 7 centimeter is always, of course it is more than 6 centimeter. Means what? AB plus AC is greater than BC. And secondly, same as if you do BC plus AC, there is 6 plus 4 equal to 10. There is also more than 3. Again, if you check by 4 plus 3 already checked. Now you check 3 plus 6 equal to 9, which is greater than 4 centimeter. In different 3 ways, we have to check whether in all the cases sum of two sides is greater than third side or not. So with this concept we are getting one property, that is of any triangle, if we add the length of any two sides of a triangle, that one must be more than third side. Is clear? If it is not coming more, it is not possible to form a triangle. So this is the property. Okay, and I think each and everyone is clear this one. Okay, now come to next one. Okay guys, now next one, which is known as Pythagoras property. So Pythagoras property, it is fully new for you. As a class 7 students, you are getting this one first time. So first you have to understand who is Pythagoras and what is this one. This one I am telling something about that. Pythagoras, he is a Greek philosopher who has founded one theorem which is by name is Pythagoras property. Even we can say Pythagoras theorem also. Okay, and that one we can prove, but a question is there, as you are student of class 7, I am not showing now how to prove. That proof part you will get in class 10. Just I am showing what is the property of that one. Okay, this Pythagoras property based on right angle triangle. We are considering, just I am drawing a figure, ABC is a right angle triangle. How do you make sure it is a right angle triangle? Just one angle must be there 90 degree. As a right angle triangle, one angle must be 90 degree. And from this right angle triangle, this side is known as hypotenuse. Okay, I think each and everyone you know opposite sides of 90 degree of a right angle triangle is known as hypotenuse. Okay, and other two sides, one is perpendicular and another one is base. Okay, other two sides. Now just make a relationship between hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. What he has observed there, if you consider, say it's a triangle, so what can you write this property? We know that AC square. So once you write AC square means what? AC into AC, okay? AC square means it forms a square. Once we multiply same number 2 times, say we are writing 2 into 2. So of course it is 4 getting, but 2 into 2 we can write in the form of square also, which is known as square, okay? If you multiply the 2 3 times, 2 into 2 into 2, we know this one is cube. That one you will learn in next class, but this one given in class 7, this one I am giving little idea about that one. Once you write square means what? Same one, if you multiply 2 times, then we are getting the square form. So AC into AC, AC square, then AB into AB, AB square, and BC into BC, BC square. So we know that AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. What does it mean? We can write there hypotenuse square, there is A square, and perpendicular means P stands for perpendicular, P square, and B stands for base, okay? So this one getting the property, okay? Now just with example I am showing how it is possible, okay? Just I am drawing one figure, small figure I am showing there. So there is, this one is 3 centimeter, this one is 4 centimeter, and this one is 5 centimeter. Just as an assumption, as an example I am showing this one. As we are telling that square form, so I am drawing one square there. On side this 3 centimeter, I am drawing square on side of 4 centimeter, and I am drawing another square on side of 5 centimeter. So that is, we are having square, this side one square, this side one square, and they are also getting one square. 3 squares are there. Square you know. How do you find area of the square? That is side into side. So as it is 5 centimeter, this one also 5 centimeter, this one also 5 centimeter, this one also 5 centimeter. So what is the area of this one? 5 into 5, side into side, that is 25. And 1 centimeter multiply, it will be centimeter square. Then again, as it is 3 centimeter, this one is 3 centimeter, and this one also 3 centimeter. What is the area of this one? Side into side means 3 into 3, 9 centimeter square. Okay? Then next one is there. It is 4 centimeter. This one also 4 centimeter. This one also 4. It forms a square. What is the area of this one? 4 into 4. Meaning that is side into side. 4 into 4. Getting 16 centimeter. So what you observe there? That is 9. Just you plus them. Okay? 9 centimeter and 16. 9 centimeter and 16 centimeter. We are getting 25. You see, this small 2 square, if you add them, then we are getting the area of big square one. So what does it mean? That means perpendicular square plus base square equal to hypotenuse square. So this way we are getting the property. I think each and everyone is clear how we are getting Pythagoras property. Okay. Now I am telling one thing more. As it is mostly just you are getting the property. Now one thing more I am telling. Once we get this property, we can say if it is perpendicular square plus base square equal to hypotenuse square, then we can say it is right triangle. That is another thing. Okay, because of once it's a right triangle, we are getting this one. But once we are getting this one, we can say it's a right triangle. So that one is known as converse form of Pythagorean property. Once we tell this one a right angle triangle, this one is known as converse property. Converse. I am telling something about this one. Converse means what? Once we find the square of these two equal to the square of hypotenuse, then we can say it must be a right angle triangle. Okay, now with few words I am going to conclude my class. What is there? One property is there in a right triangle. We know that Pythagoras theorem, that is hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. But another property is there. It is known as converse Pythagoras property, which is if hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square, then we can say it's a right triangle. I think each and everyone is clear about this one. Okay.